Hello again. I'm Theo from the Student Learning Support Service, and in this very short video, I'm going to give you a quick tour of Endnote. Now, this video is short and therefore it will not be able to cover everything about Endnote, but at the end of the video, I will give you links to some resources which will help you if you want to explore more and learn more about Endnote. All right, let's start. Let's start by unpacking what Endnote does. First, Endnote is a software which can help you import, manage, and organize your references. Second, you can use Endnote to embed references to your Word document in the style which you have chosen. Third, you can use Endnote to search for online resources. Fourth, you can use Endnote to manage and organize your PDFs. And fifth, you can use Endnote to embed annotations and highlights on your PDFs. This video, however, will only introduce you to Endnote. At the end of the video, we provide some links to resources which will help you if you need to learn more. The URL below provides a link to Service 1's Endnote request page. Once you have submitted the request for Endnote, you will receive an email which will inform you how to download and install Endnote on your computer. Please follow the instructions carefully, and you should have a copy of Endnote installed on your computers. The first time you run Endnote, you need to create a library. A library is like a database. In essence, you only need to create one library in your whole student life. Now, this is because a library can contain many references, which in turn can be grouped into different subjects or topics. Creating many libraries is not advisable because it may cause problems when you use references from different libraries in one Word document later. The first time you run Endnote, a pop-up screen like this will appear on your computer. You will be asked to choose to open an existing library or to create a new library. In this case, we are going to create a new library. A default name will be suggested for your library, and the default name is My Endnote Library. You can change it to any name which you like. We usually encourage students to save the library on the desktop of your computer. Remember not to save the library on your USB drive or on the cloud such as Dropbox or OneDrive because it corrupts the indexing. So once you have selected where to save the library and once you have selected a file name, click Save. And as you can see, the Endnote library has opened on your computer. Note that I am using Endnote 20.1, and as you can see, there is an Insert Citation button on my Endnote. Let's explore the Endnote interface, which in my case is the Endnote version 20.1. I will use a library which I have pre-populated with some references to show you what a typical Endnote library looks like. I like to explain the interface by splitting the screen into 5 different parts. On the top is the menu, which consists of File, Edit, References, Groups, Library, Tools, Windows, and Help. Under that are 4 different panels. When you first create a library, you should see 2 of the panels, one on the right and one on the left. The left panel looks a little like your Gmail or Yahoo inbox. It allows you to click on all references, create groups, and also contains some other functions. The middle panel looks a bit like your Yahoo inbox details. So it contains basically your references. If you are unable to see the next two panels on the right, double-click one of the references, and Endnote will display two new panels on the right, which are stacked one on top of the other. The top panel contains three tabs titled Summary, Edit, and PDF. The bottom panel contains a drop-down list, two buttons titled Insert and Copy, and also displays how the reference you have selected will appear in the referencing style which you have selected in the drop-down list. If you have been asked by your lecturer or topic coordinator to use the Harvard AGPS 6 referencing style, you need to download and install that style on your Endnote. The default Harvard style on your Endnote is not the Harvard AGPS 6. To download the Harvard AGPS style, the first thing you do is visit the university website. From there, click Students on top, which will bring you to the student portal. Then click Support and Services. Go to Student Systems and Software. Click on E for Endnote. Click Learn More or Download. Scroll down the page. Click Import Styles into Endnote. And the first point, which says download the style for the website, click here for the Harvard AGPS 6 style. We'll have a link for you to download Harvard AGPS 6. Click on that link. If you are using Chrome like me, the downloaded file should appear on your bottom left-hand corner of your browser. Click on the downloaded file. And your Endnote will open with the Harvard AGPS style. Click File, click Save As, change the name of that file from Harvard AGPS 6 copy to just Harvard AGPS 6, and click Save. You can now change the style by clicking on the bottom right-hand panel where there is a drop-down list for you to choose from. Click Select another style from that drop-down menu and go to H for Harvard, and you should be able to see Harvard AGPS 6, which you have downloaded just now. Select that and click Choose, and you will see that the style has now changed to Harvard AGPS 6. In this section, we explain how to use Endnote with the Flinders library system. Flinders University Library uses a system which is called Find It at Flinders. This system allows you to conduct a search easily within its databases. Okay, let's say I am a nursing student and I have an assignment which requires me to write about diabetes care plan. All right, so I'm going to go to Flinders University's Find It at Flinders feature and type diabetes management care. Okay. And as you can see, there are many results which are available. You can choose any of these results which you think suits your assignments best. In my case, I'm going to focus on the first result which I have received, which is comment on Lee et al., the impact of Medicaid expansion on diabetes management, diabetes care. To download the reference to my Endnote, what I can do now is to click on the three dots which is on the top right hand corner of that particular result. And you can see at the bottom now there are a number of buttons which I can choose. Click on Reese Endnote. And for encoding, choose UTF-8. Then click Download. Because I'm using Google Chrome, you can see that the file has downloaded and it appears now on the bottom left hand corner of my screen. To open that file, click on the file and you can now return to your Endnote and you can see that the reference has been imported to my Endnote. So let's insert a reference to a Microsoft Word document. As you can see, I have typed a sentence on Word. Now, I'm going to insert a citation at the end of that sentence. To do this, I will put my mouse cursor right at the very end of the sentence, just before the full stop or period. Next, if you are using Endnote 20.1, return to your Endnote program and choose the reference which you want to use. In this case, I'm going to choose a paper by Belinda Ho. And after selecting that paper, I am going to click on the button on top which says Insert a Citation, or the button which has a double quotation sign. As you can see, the in-text citation now appears on my Word document automatically, and so does the reference. Next, what you can do is you can move the reference down your Word document and type a header for it. If you are using Endnote 20, you can do the same by doing the following. First, click on the place where you want your citation to go in. In my case, I'm going to select the same place, so I'm just going to click here before the full stop. I'm going to go back to my Endnote and choose the author or the reference which I want to use. In this case now, I'm going to use a paper by Crossman, and I've selected that paper. Next, return to your Word document. Click on the Endnote 20 tab, then go to the top left-hand corner, click on the drop-down list for Insert Citation, and click Insert Selected Citation. And as you can see now, Crossman has also appeared on my in-text citation, and my reference list has been updated alphabetically in the APA 6 format, which we have selected on top.
You may have imported the same reference more than once, which will result in multiple entries in Endnote which are similar. As Endnote treats all these entries as separate references, it is important to remove the duplicates from time to time. To do this, click Library on the menu, then click Find Duplicates. If duplicates are found, Endnote will display the duplicates for you to select which one you prefer to keep. In the example here, you can see that the same reference has been imported twice with some minor differences. Select the reference which you prefer to keep by clicking Keep this record. It's important to check the references you have imported. There are sometimes mistakes in these references, and it is crucial that you check them carefully. For example, there could be missing or inaccurate information which you will need to correct manually from time to time. This can be done by clicking on the Edit tab on the top right panel. Once you have made the corrections or entered the new information, click Save. There are three main resources to help you learn how to use Endnote. The first resource is provided by Flinders University. You can access that from the link above. The second resource is from the Clarivate website, which hosts many Endnote training videos. Finally, your Endnote software's help, which directs you to technical support, the Endnote community, a knowledge base, and a training portal can be invaluable. Endnote is a great software to help you import, manage, and use references in your writing. However, you will still need to learn and understand referencing conventions to use it well. It's like driving a car. While the car is great for transportation, and learning how to drive it will make your life easier, you still need to learn road rules in order to drive properly. We strongly recommend that you read your referencing guide carefully and learn the referencing conventions before you begin to use Endnote.